Good afternoon from sunny Ohio today. It is Saturday. Welcome to this tasting of the Uncanny Spirits Club. And since it's such a nice day today, I finally was able to get outside and really get a chance to pick something out from my selection here. And it's been rainy, like raining non-stop the last few days, and there's not really a good place to do a lot of tastings inside the house very often, so outside is the best way to do it in the summer. Today, I have something that's pretty special. This is local. This is from Beach City, Ohio. This is a mead from the McAlpine Meadery, which is a local meadery that I've heard a lot about. I have not yet tried any of their expression just yet, which we're going to change today. But they're known locally not only for putting out mead of several different varieties, but also in hosting local music shows. So if you're a local band and you're looking to play, the Meadery is a great place to do it, from what I've been told. I have a lot of friends and bands that have played there over the last couple of years, so good stuff. Beach City, Ohio, McAlpineMeadery.com. Now, I picked up 2 bottles at a recent get-together, which was a customer appreciation day for the Ink Keepers tattoo parlor here in local Incan that's just down the street from me. And they have a good partnership with McAlpine Meadery. And so they had a stand set up and they had bottles there. Each of these bottles is a full-size bottle of honey wine mead, and they were about $20 a piece. I don't know if it's the same in the Meadery as what they had, if they had like a special price or anything going on for the event, but still not too bad. I mean, most bottles of wine locally that are worth anything are going to be anywhere from 20 and whatever, so it just depends. Don't mind my wobbles here. So this particular flavor is their raspberry honey wine. I bought raspberry and I bought peach. Today I'm doing the raspberry. I might do peach on another day. And on the back they have a neat little they have a couple of things. They have a coat of arms there. I don't know if you can see it. A little Viking cross there. It's supposed to resemble kind of the hammer of Thor upside down. And they have a little story. On each bottle they have a little story about the mead. And this one's pretty neat. Don't get upset. I'm just reading the story. It says, red raspberries come from Eurasia and have a reputation for having numerous health benefits, especially regarding, quote, women's complaints, unquote. So next time your woman is complaining, be sure to give her some McAlpine raspberry honey wine. Whether that's true or not, that's up to you. But I've already got it ready to be uncorked here. So I'm going to go ahead and twist that on out. This is one of those super fancy twist corks, so you don't have to yank on it. Satisfying little pop. Nice fruity raspberry smell to it. Definitely smell the raspberries. Definitely smell the raspberries. A little bit of carbonation in there. Tiny, tiny smidge. I'm going to pour a little bit into my little shot glass here to sip on. This, of course, is a Fallout shot glass for anybody who's into that kind of thing. It does definitely, it smells fresh, it smells fruity, it smells very summery. Now, I'm not a huge fan of very sweet things. I don't drink a lot of wines anymore. They're just too sweet for me usually. But I'll probably be going through this bottle over the course of the next couple of months. I don't want it to get weird, because wine, once you pop that cork, it doesn't always stay good, because it usually has a limited life from that point on, so you kind of have to go through it. You don't want to get turned into vinegar or anything like that. So I'll probably go through this relatively soon, but maybe I'll share it with some folks. So this is the McAlpine Meadery raspberry honey wine. It is very sweet. A little bit of sour, a little bit of tartness, but still pretty mild. Now, this is 16% alcohol by volume. So that's about 8 proof. 8 proof. So it's not real hefty as far as that goes, but there's a lot of sweetness in here. So if you end up having a lot of this, you might give yourself a headache. I tend to get a headache if I have a lot of really sweet alcohols. You can definitely taste some of the fermentation after you've had a second drink. Interesting though. It is very good. Again, I don't know if I'd want to go through it all like very, very quick. Like, I don't want to drink this whole bottle right now. It's tasty, but I can tell that I would have a headache within a couple hours after that. It would just drive me crazy. But it's good. It is very good. This would be a good accompaniment to like a dessert party, or some kind of like a tea. Like if you're doing if you're not like necessarily a tea party, but if you're doing an English style tea where you have the little sandwiches and the little, you know, snacks and little cakes and things, this would be a pretty good addition to that, I think. It'd be great for holidays. It might be good for to go along with a punch, like a holiday punch kind of thing. A lot of ants kind of floating around my table here. Gotta be careful. Don't want them to get drunk off of mead. But yeah, it definitely has. It's got a great raspberry taste. You're not overwhelmed with the winey kind of heavily fermented taste. You do get a bit of that because it is still definitely an alcohol, but you're not overwhelmed with that. You got a lot of the sweetness from the raspberries. A lot of the smoothness from the honey. Good stuff. For a first experience, for a first try, I like it. Sometimes you get local places that over time they get to be really excellent, but their first expressions tend to be kind of like, could be better, but you know, it's a good first effort. This, on the other hand, is very, very good right out the gate. And again, it's not very strong alcohol-wise, so you could drink a glass or two of this and get pretty buzzed, I think, or at least have the feeling of being buzzed because you got all the high amount of sweetness mixed with the fermentation. You definitely get a lot of that raspberry. It is very raspberry, which makes me wonder. I'm looking forward to the peach now because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of peach flavor, and I like peach. I'm a big fan of peach. Peach and raspberry, both very good, and they had a variety of different flavors there, and I should have taken a picture so that I could tell you guys what the rest of their lineup is, because they had at least 6 flavors there, I think. At least 6, maybe more, maybe 8. I'm thinking 6, if I remember right. I'm thinking there were 6. And so yeah, McAlpine Meadery in Beach City, Ohio. They got an address down there. The camera will probably flip it, but see if you can see it there, because the camera's also doing weird fuzzy things. Let's see. Nah, won't let me change anything. So, but yeah, local to Beach City, Ohio, and good stuff. Real good stuff. I like it. It's definitely a social drink, probably. It'd be something you'd get together with 3 or 4 people or more and just all have a glass of it and just have a good time, have some kind of a light party, light snacks, light dessert kind of stuff. That's what it tells me, at least for the raspberry anyway. I'm interested in the peach, to see what the peach tastes like. And I could see this being an additive in various desserts, or in, you could make like a boozy kind of sauce, like people do sometimes. They make like bourbon sauce and that kind of thing. This could make probably a really good raspberry, like a topping, if you kind of not really distilled, that's not the word I'm looking for, but reduced it. If you did a reduction of this, made like a syrup, be really good, be real tasty. So yeah, the McAlpine Meadery Raspberry Honey Wine. I'll give it a thumbs up. I like it. Again, it's too sweet for me to just go through a bunch all at once, but that's more of a personal sweet tooth kind of thing. If you really like sweet things, this is a great choice without a whole lot of alcohol kick, and I really enjoy it. So look forward to another video sometime in the near future of the peach honey wine from McAlpine Meadery, and I will compare the two and see which one I like the best, which one I like the least, and go from there. So if you guys want to try any, go to McAlpineMeadery.com, www.McAlpineMeadery.com. I am not sure if they ship anything. Since this is my first experience with them, I bought it on site. But I know you can go to the Meadery in Beach City, Ohio, and you can pick up the bottles there directly. And maybe see a show if you want to. If it's a Friday night, catch a show. A lot of good people to play there. So, till next time, cheers.